Yeah, that'll probably add 5 minutes to this, huh?
Is that custom made?
Yeah. Carbon fiber, all the latest technology.
Is it the same injury?
Say what?
Is it the same injury?
Mine wasn't as bad as his. It just kind of ripped some of the tendon off, so I just got to wear this so it doesn't get all funky when it heals in.
Are you going to play with it though?
Yeah. I played with it last game. I wear a thing on my thumb. I wear this. Like, I got good hands, so I always find a way to bring the ball in.
Is it easier to catch or throw with a splint or something?
Yeah, I mean it's kind of challenging, but you just find ways to. If you have soft hands, you always find a way to bring the ball in. So.
I was going to ask you, look forward to playing games like this, prime time, big time opponent, and Super Bowl chance.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think since I came back, started playing, I've already gotten 2 primetime games. Like half the games I played have been primetime so far. So, but the thing is, like, you can't let it become more than what it is. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's still a football game, right? Obviously, it's against the Bucs, and they're a great team, but we can't make it more than what it is. We just got to keep doing the things that we do throughout the week normally, and just focus on the process. And we do that, and we're going to get the outcome that we want. So that's all that I focus on. I try not to make things too big or too small. Just try to be consistent with my approach each week, and that's just how I roll.
Has there been any message from Sean or coaches about not getting too emotional on the field and letting things get out of hand? Because it's happened in this rivalry the last few times.
I mean, those things are going to happen, right? We've kind of built up a rivalry with them, and obviously they're a good team, and we're both chasing for the same thing. Every year we both chase for the same thing, and you're always going to have that chippiness every time you play them. So I think you just got to be smart enough to not let it become, to where it's boneheaded mistakes or whatever, to where it's costly and we're hurting ourselves. So yeah, it's going to be an emotional game, right? I mean, it's going to be a battle, and but we just got to be smart. We got to be smart and not cost ourselves.
Have you ever played with a quarterback quite like Taysom? How would you describe him as a player? Like, what would you, when you look at him, what are his strengths to you?
I mean, the first word I think of is he's tough. He's a tough son of a gun. I mean, just the things that he can do, right? He's just so physical. I mean, he's a quarterback where, we run so many quad powers with him, and quarterback powers, and most quarterbacks don't want to get their their nails dirty. So it's cool when you got someone like that that you play for. It just, I think, kind of rallies the troops around him. He's well heard in the huddle, and guys respect that. A quarterback that's going to do whatever it takes to move the ball downfield and to win on Sunday. So yeah, I mean, I would say other than Russell Wilson, I would say those are 2 guys that are kind of in a league of their own. They're just tough guys, and they're going to do whatever. No matter if they're hurting, no matter what, they're going to do whatever it takes. I mean, he's got that finger, and he's still playing, so it just shows you the kind of guy that he is, the competitor that he is.
Nick, when you signed, you said you were looking forward to the opportunity to catch more passes. What's been your impression of the last couple of weeks when you've had those opportunities?
Yeah, I mean, I just like I said, I approach the week the same each week. So whatever my workload is, I try to focus on that and do it the best of my ability. And I think with that, it's brought upon more opportunities each week. And I just try to do the same thing, just focus on my load and focus on the process, right? And obviously it's been going well so far, and that's where I gotta realize that I can't take my foot off the gas. I got to keep going with my preparations, the process, everything I do throughout the week, and everything else is gonna take care of itself. So obviously this is all I've been wanting. Like since I've been in the league, I've just been very hopeful of this opportunity. I've just been happy to have it and just really taking advantage of it as much as I can.
Have you been emphasizing to the coach the soft hands?
They know. They see it every day. So.
Is there anything about the identity that the offense has with Taysom at quarterback that lends itself to you being more productive, or is that just kind of coincidental on the last 2 games because of the most recent 2 games after missing a lot?
Well, I think with Taysom, you can run a lot more movements and play actions, and the defense, you have to respect that, right? You have to, with our running game with AK and with Taysom in the backfield, you have to respect that. So naturally, backers they're gonna bite on that. So which creates me to slip behind them and get open and do all these things that we've done. So yeah, it creates a lot more of those opportunities. So I like that a lot, because it gets me open. It just kind of keeps the defense on their toes a little bit. Not, it just makes things unpredictable. So it's definitely, you got Taysom back there. You can definitely do a lot more things than you normally would with like a pro style quarterback or whatever. So.
Was it strange not having Sean at practice today?
Yeah, it was strange actually. When they said he was out sick, I was like, oh, okay. I wonder how it's going to be. But I think we just showed up and we just, like I said, I harp on it a lot. Just focus on the process. It's Wednesday practice. We focus on first and second down, and it doesn't matter if the head coach is here or not. You still got to take care of our stuff, and hopefully he's feeling better. Hopefully he can get back with us soon.
If you heard you say it doesn't matter if the head coach is here, do you think you would respond to that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's on the conference call. He's gonna, be able to do meetings with the staff, even though he's not physically here. So I'm sure he's be able to do all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, like I said, we just do what we do and try to win the week.
Did Pete do most of what he usually does during practice on the field? Or?
Pete.
Or Michael?
Yeah, I mean, he just calls out the plays. He gets the personnel groupings right. I mean, everybody did exactly what they normally do. It's just he just had one missing piece, and it was Coach Payne. So everything else felt the same today, which is good. That's how you want it to be. So
Pete's been here since 2006, so he probably knows what.
Yeah. He knows the routine by now.
One of the things, you really get to see how this running offense can thrive last week with over 200 yards. And I'm sure you enjoy blocking for the run as much as running routes sometimes. But how do you, knowing how well they can do that, and do you see any reason for them to dial it back or be less aggressive running against a defense that's really good against the run? Or do you think...
No, I would imagine we just keep attacking, right? Yeah. I mean, I think AK coming back, that really opened a lot of things. I don't think we realized how much we missed him. Doing what he did and just, like you said, running for 200 plus on the ground. And whenever you run for that many yards on the ground, it opens everything else up in the passing game and really the whole offense. So that's really the key thing to success on game day is, can you run the ball? And if we can do that against this defense, I mean, everything else will take care of itself. So I would imagine we're still going to be aggressive, and we're just going to, that's our identity, right? Yeah. So we're going to stick to that.
It makes for a really physical matchup, though, with your offense and their defense.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be a battle. So, the more physical team's going to win.